Hi community of awesome, I'm Ava J and this is Bookish Pixie. So I'm back from tour/SCBWI and it was awesome. I realized however when I was trying to decide what to make this week's vlog on that I haven't really talked very much about conferences. I did one vlog back in 2014 when I came back from RT about why writers should go to conferences, which I'll link to below, but I want to share some tips for going to conferences when you are a writer. So here we go. Conference tip number 1, remember self-care. When you go to a writer's conference, it usually means that there will be some kind of travel involved. Traveling plus meeting large groups of people at events like conferences means exposure to a lot of germs, so don't forget to stock up on the vitamins. I especially recommend stocking up on Emergency and taking it while you're there. It saved me from getting sick when I went to RT convention in 2014 and most recently last week when I was at SCBWI, which is really important for me because I have a suppressed immune system and it's super easy for me to get sick, but I didn't. Go Emergency. Another thing to remember, especially if you're going to a conference that runs all day and doesn't have a lot of food breaks, bring snacks and water. Another thing to remember is that convention centers often are a little weird with the temperature, so even if you're going somewhere hot, remember to bring layers because sometimes it can be 90 degrees outside, but inside it's like 60. So layers are important. And finally, don't forget to wear comfortable shoes because you're probably going to be doing a lot of walking. Conference tip 2. Market yourself. Firstly, if you're going to a writer's convention, make sure you print yourself some business cards. I was a little silly with this latest convention because in all of my preparation, I forgot that the business cards I had were from 2014 and did not have my book information on it. I solved this by bringing my swag alongside to pass out, but don't forget to bring updated business cards. The second marketing thing you want to remember is you need to memorize the pitch for your book even if you're not done writing it yet. The reason I say you need to know your pitch even if you're not done writing it is because you're going to be talking to a lot of other writers and publishing professionals, and when one of them inevitably asks, "So, what are you writing?" you don't want to be stuck saying, Trust me, I know how scary the question of what are you writing is, and I know how difficult it is to explain your work in progress if you haven't already memorized a pitch. So make sure you memorize it. I was really proud of myself this time because this is the first time I went to a convention with a pitch memorized, so when people asked me what my book was about, I was able to say, Beyond the Red is a young adult sci-fi novel about an uprising on a distant alien planet that threatens the reign of a teen alien queen. One sentence is all you need, and honestly, it's probably all you're going to remember under pressure, so make sure you get on that. I also recommend bringing your query letter in the first couple pages because while you might not use it, you never know when you're going to have the opportunity for a spontaneous critique or to show someone. But when it comes to marketing, one thing you want to remember for sure is not to overdo it. I can't tell you how many horror stories I heard from other writers who had talked to writers at the conference and got like completely bombarded with marketing information about that person's book that they didn't really want. You do not want to be that person who looks at other people at conferences as just opportunities to promote yourself. Remember, other people at conferences you meet are people and you should treat them and talk to them like people. And when the opportunity comes to market yourself, that's awesome, but don't get pushy. Conference tip number 3, socialize. Not so secret, I am majorly an introvert. So I totally understand the instinct to go hide in your hotel room when the main conference stuff is over rather than socializing with people, but don't do it. When I was at SCBWI over the weekend, I had the amazing opportunity to meet some really wonderful people and hear great stories and make connections that I wouldn't have otherwise if I'd just hidden away in my room. Conferences are really great places to meet critique partners, make new friends, and make connections with publishing professionals who you wouldn't have had the opportunity to talk to otherwise. So when social hour comes along, make sure you check it out for at least a little bit. After all, you never know who you're going to meet. So that's all I got for today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next week.